Hey, Desiree here with Soulpath Astrology, coming at you with this week's Oracle card readings. I'm crazy busy right now between my puppy and Delightful by Design, and I have not, full confession, even looked at the astrology for this week. I know as we're coming into June, there's crazy movement. June is going to be, generally speaking, like the calm after the storm. There's going to be a lot of flow, a lot of synergy, a lot of like that. Maybe I'll make another video separate just to talk about June astrology, or perhaps it'll just get covered in next week's video, like moving forward from there. But this week, I wanted to at least get these card readings out so that there is something on Tuesday, because when I say see you next Tuesday, I mean it. Okay, so without further ado, let's jump into card number one. This was yours. This is what you got, the Six of Wands. We love the Six of Wands. It's all about celebrating. This guy's just come back from, well, from war, but let's just say he's come back from a great task that he is the victor in. And these are the townsfolk with their like cheering him on, like, woo, this is so great. This is really a card of celebration, a card of acknowledgement, often public. There's another deck called the Light Seers deck, and the imagery for it is a person on a stage and the crowd's going wild. It's that kind of energy. It's this being recognized for your gifts. It's being celebrated by your community, being elevated. There's a lot of that energy actually astrologically in June, like of being elevated and being recognized, again, depending on what's going on in your unique chart. Everybody's chart is going to be unique. Well, 12 different unique charts anyway, in terms of the house. But for some of us, we're really going to be feeling celebrated publicly. If this was your card, odds are that's probably falling in your house or near it. Enjoy this. Bask in the feeling of accomplishment. I think so often we're quick to run over those things and to not like allow them to land. And when we don't let things land, then we're always seeking the next hit, right? So arrive for yourself in this moment. Arrive for this sense of accomplishment and like, I'm good at what I do, and others are recognizing that. Yeah. It's, my puppy is stealing the pee pad and dragging it off to her lair. Yeah, let's move on to card number two. Doop doo doo doo. You get the 10 of Cups, another celebration card. This is about the warmth of family celebration. They've left the house. The house is in the background here, but they're turning to face it. And there's this like, sometimes you just need a little perspective, right? You need to leave home. Maybe you're traveling. Maybe you're allowing yourself to emotionally experience something with more perspective. And from there, you're able to celebrate what you see. You're able to celebrate, I want to say breaking a pattern. That's not normally necessarily what's embedded in this card, but because I'm always drawing from my own life, I just went through last night and a little bit to finish it this morning, a massive breakthrough regarding some patterning that I have had about feeling like I wasn't allowed to make mistakes, or that I wasn't afforded tenderness if I couldn't learn things fast enough or if I made mistakes. And I had an opportunity to really face that down and like check in, like, is that true? Like, is it true that I'm not afforded consideration or tenderness, or that I'm shamed if I don't learn quickly? Like that may have been true before, but is this true right now in this moment? And it's like, no. And this celebratory card is like, yay, you broke through that. You can celebrate. We're in a different way of attending. The cups are emotions. And it's about family. It's often going to be in reference to your closest relationships. Maybe there's been some discord in your family, and this card is like pointing towards a reconciliation, pointing towards some movement and some growth, and like a positive shift in your family dynamics. So there's card two. Last card three, we have the High Priestess. This card I've actually already covered in my Exploring Tarot series, which if you want to make a comment about Exploring Tarot, just put tarot in the comment. I will send you a link to that. I'm building a series where it's basically like a digital tarot deck of my interpretations of each one. And when it's complete, I'll release it. But I'm happy to give out sort of little sneak peeks in the meantime. So let's talk about the High Priestess. This is two in the major arcana, and she is the so you've got the zero card, the fool card, which sort of is the beginning of the adventure, and then you have the magician, which is the masculine principle, but it's as above, so below. Then enter into the high priestess. This energy is the veil is thin. She's very intuitive. It's the like if you imagine like all that could be up here, infinite potential, and then she's this very thin layer, between infinite potential and then what becomes reality. And there's a quality here of being in both worlds. Maybe your own intuitive skills are really coming to the surface. Maybe you are stepping into this like priestess type position of feeling very in alignment and very connected and very like soft. There's a softness, but there's a spiritual component to the softness. Like it's not the same, it's not this earthy mother energy, right? It's not that. It's higher minded. It's this like more spiritual, more ephemeric. It hasn't quite solidified yet into the solid. High priestess energy is this magical, open. It's very Neptunian. And I know I said I didn't really look into the astros of June, but there is Saturn and Neptune are going to be conjunct. I think it's on the 9th of June. Those two together, it's so interesting because Neptune is very much the sort of spiritual, nebulous, infinite possibilities. And then Aries is intrepids and new ideas. So maybe there's some new beginnings, new ideas, new something new forming, but it's just in the ethers. And then you bring Saturn into the mix, and Saturn is it brings such a cool quality. A way of interpreting it would be that it's refining. Neptune's like woo, right? And that's all happening in the first degree of Aries, which is the karmic degree in terms of it's the beginning of the wheel point, the universal or the like energetic start point. So the newness, the new beginning, this card is like tap into your spiritual higher self, tap into whatever practices you have to like connect, knowing that the veil is thin right now and your ability to connect to your higher mind or your higher spirit or to the Akashic records or to the collective unconscious. I mean, call whatever works for you. But what is that thing where you can upload to the cloud, like the one that the biological cloud, the ours, our spiritual cloud? How do you connect to that? Knowing if this was your card, that it's strong right now. The symbolism here has to do with that too. And what wants to emerge as we begin this really pivotal place astrologically? All the planets are changing this year. Like is this year is such a huge year of change and shift and shakedown. It's like the final shakedown of the shit that hasn't been working for the last 4 or 5 years. I know you've all felt this, right? Like really since 2020 it's just been like this squeeze of what's not been working, and we're finally starting to come. You're just getting glimpses. Like 2025 is still going to be crunchy, but you're starting to get some glimpses of what do we want to bring forward? What do we want to align with? What resonates? What feels like it's coming from that beautiful higher place? So yeah, hope that landed. Love you guys. As always, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. If you find value in these, like the video, comment. Know that I love you. Know that we're all just walking each other home. It's so okay to screw up. It's so okay to fall down and feel foolish and make mistakes. And you are so worthy. You are so precious in your lack of perfection. And just know that. Know that deeply. Find where you can attune to that and welcome that into your life. Okay. Love you. You know what the ram is. We'll see you next Tuesday.